In the past couple of years, I have reviewed some of the best golf clubs on the market. However, most of these modern golf clubs share one huge problem. Hi guys, I'm Rick Shiels, PGA Golf Professional. If you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos. If you enjoy this video, hit that like button and make sure you share this video around. So the topic of this video is around how expensive modern golf clubs are going. I mean, it's 2019 and every pretty much driver that's come out this year is around £400 at retail, £500. It's gone bonkers and there's no obvious reason why. You don't actually have to look that far back to see some examples of how prices have changed. I've got an example here, Ping G15 driver, which came out in 2009, 10 years ago. It was recommended retail price at £249. When it hit the stores, it was around £200. You could actually buy it for that. 10 years later, 2019, the new Ping driver, G410, recommended retail price at £450 and will typically be hitting the store for £399, around that. Now just think about that, it's doubled in price. In 10 years, it's doubled in price. You could have picked up two Ping G15s for the same price you pick up one G410. Got some other examples. Titleist driver from the 909 driver, which again was 2009. Recommended retail price was £299. Now, the most modern Titleist driver, the TS2 or TS3, you're looking at retail price of £499. That's £200 more expensive. And it's typical again in the US as well, about $200 more expensive than modern design. That's in 10 years. Crazy. I'm gonna pick on Titleist again because, you know, as Titleist brands go, they're pretty much the benchmark of golf clubs coming out, and they've always been kind of slightly on the higher price frame. The Titleist 718's AP2, which was last year, okay? 7 irons would set you back around £1,000 and just over $1,000. Almost the same set, because AP2 hasn't changed that much. The technology advances haven't massively altered. An AP2 iron that you would pick up in 2012, which would have been the 712 range, the same 7 irons was costing you £799. Like £200 difference again. And you got to think, why compare the AP2s there? They're so similar, yet there's a 30% difference in price. Makes you think, doesn't it? Really does. And how do these price increases affect golf? How does it affect golf participation? You know, we all want to grow the game. We want more golfers getting into golf. Is these new price hikes making it harder for new people to get into golf? I think over the last couple of years, brands like PXG, and Honma, potentially, the new brand kind of hitting the markets more recently, they've really set the bar high with prices. You know, PXG coming out and, you know, charging you £800-900 for a driver. Has that meant that all of these other brands have gone, well, we want a bit of that. We've seen it work, we want to hike our price up. But then you almost see PXG, their new drivers, come down in price. It's quite interesting to see how this pricing structure is going to go and how much it's going to benefit the game. If I was a new golfer right now and I went on a UK website, I went on an American golf website, and if I wanted to pick up a full set of golf clubs, top of the range, tailor-made, okay? So new tailor-made driver, fairway woods, irons, wedges, putter. Once I put all that in my shopping cart, bearing in mind these aren't extra upcharges of shafts or whatever you can else add to the set, the price that was in the shopping cart was £2,331. That's not including golf balls or gloves or shoes or green fees. It was including the bag, by the way. It's not even starting to scratch the surface of being able to play golf to a decent level. You know, that's the nice set, but it's not going to help you play. It's £2,300. I feel that's too much. That's the set of my golf clubs, and I am, you know, it's my profession. I want a set that's going to perform for me. The good thing with new modern golf clubs, and this is where we need to balance this argument out a little bit. Is there enough good to justify the price increase? Modern drivers have more adjustability. That's fact. Modern drivers these days, you can change the loft easier, you can change the weight setting easier. Typically, there's no extra upcharge of shaft options. So the shafts that you can get in modern drivers would have cost you an arm and a leg 10 years ago, where now they come more as stock. So that's a benefit. But again, is it justifying this extra almost double up in price? The clubs are really good. This is another thing. Golf clubs now, in 2019, are brilliant. Golf clubs you get from pretty much every brand are really, really good. Again, maybe 10 years ago, you might get some dodgy sets. Technology was still advancing at the time, and maybe a driver that came out at a cheaper price point might not have been the best performance club, potentially. And the other big benefit potentially now is that you don't need to spend so much all the time. So if you buy a set right now, if I bought those set of TaylorMade clubs right now, £2,300, I'd like to think they would last me a little bit longer. The technology in those golf clubs is good enough to really last me 5-10 years, should do at least. But that probably could still be said from clubs 20 years ago. We've seen that in tests. When I've tested some old golf clubs, they still perform quite nicely. And on the flip side, the bad side, we think about all these price increase. Is the performance beneficial for the new price? So golf clubs are becoming more expensive, but they're not always improving year on year. Even golf clubs last year, the new clubs are £50, £60 more expensive. Is there a justifiable amount of improvement for that extra £50 or £60? Where when the tests I've done, I'm gaining kind of 3-4 yards on new equipment, certainly new drivers. Is that really worth £50 or £60? It's going to be down to the player completely. And the other thing is, where does it stop? Where does the price of golf clubs stop? If we're at this price right now in 2019, are the trends going to go up? And in 3 years' time, we might laugh at £2,300. That might feel cheap in 5 years' time. Or could they go the opposite way? Could golf club companies start to bring out a cheaper range of golf clubs? And hopefully, this is the way I'd like to see it, in 5 years, the same premium price, the same premium set of golf clubs would cost you more like £1,500, potentially. The price, I'd like to think, would come down, but I don't know, I can't imagine that. I feel like it's only going to go up. And it really got me thinking, this debate, that, price is debatable, and it's everybody watching this video is going to have a different thought on price. I get that. This is just my kind of analysis of it almost. I'm trying to justify it in my own mind, because I feel like the testing that I've done so far isn't justifying the extra price increases on many brands. So it got me thinking, what is the cost as a new golfer to play golf? There's a couple of routes you can go down. Second-hand, places like Golfbid are great for that. You can go on eBay, or you can go to a sports shop and pick up a set of clubs. And that's what I did, because again, as a new golfer, it's actually quite challenging to pick up a set, because you don't know what is good, what is bad, what is, you might pick up a set on eBay that are 3 inches too long or the wrong lie. I was thinking of a way, picking up a set of golf clubs that almost gets rid of the guesswork. So I went down to a local high street sports shop to see what was the cheapest set of golf clubs I could buy to get me out on the golf course. And I found a package set which gave me a driver, hybrid, 3 irons and a putter. And the price on the sticker said £99. That was the cheapest I could find. I actually went to the till, and they only was £70. It actually come down even more. So I snatched them up for £70, and here they are. I'm gonna see if I can take these out on the golf course, enjoy myself, play some golf. I'm gonna go to a local course that doesn't cost me a great deal to play. I'm gonna see if I can play with a set that is only £70. Join me in the next video to see how I get on. Guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a comment down below, and we'll see you next time out on the golf course with a £70 set of golf clubs. Should be fun.